Folks, it's extremely important that each and every one of you listen to this video right to the end. I got this information from another content producer. I'll show you who he is before the video gets started. But this goes for North America, people. We are in a lot of fucking trouble, so buckle the fuck up and hang on.
If you get in close, those are thousands of cargo boats. Green are cargo, red are oil tankers. Notice they aren't going anywhere. They are all just sitting idle. These are moving a little bit, but these are all waiting to get in to be loaded. If you get into the port section into Shanghai and further on in, you can see same thing. These are all, the reason they're circles is because they're anchored. They're not going anywhere. That's bad news for everybody in the world, because if this stuff isn't moving, that means production, manufacturing is stopped. That means you're going to have a span of time between the time manufacturing gets turned back on to the time it gets to this port, to the time these boats get loaded and out, which is then about 2 to 3 weeks to their destination, and then another, if it's coming to Long Beach, 17 days for unload. So you're talking about 2 months before you see anything. Now, that's assuming that your boat's already in there, ready to go, and the containers are going to get loaded and put on. However, if your boat's sitting out here, by the time these boats get in there, after this backlog is set up and the backlog of production that just got shut down for 2 weeks, you are probably talking about 4 to 6 months before you see anything coming to your shelf. That means here in the U.S., folks, we've got about 2 to 3 weeks before you start to see the shelves start to empty out of the stuff that's coming from China, and you're not going to see it back again for probably anywhere from 2 to 6 months before it starts to come in. Now, the bad news is this isn't the food shortage they're talking about. This has probably very little to do with it. This is a completely different dynamic that is just going to feed the fire, so to speak. So this is way bad beyond way bad, because what that means is you're going to have a hiccup that's going to hit. You're going to see some shortages, and then you're going to see the real food shortage hit. My guess is the timing is probably right around the time of the election. Sometime between August and October, it's going to basically be knee-deep in kimchi, so to speak, here in the U.S., where